Now very fast select 3 numbers and remember their colors. I select 6 and 4 and 3. Let's see if you can beat me in this lottery game. Okay, it seems that I failed this very badly. The winning line is 4, 0, 5, 2, 3, 7, 1, 9, 8 and 6. Now please write a comment there and tell me how badly you failed this, or did you even choose the correct line? Hello, let's design a Lotto machine, and before we start I will show you that this is just an introduction video for something and for the techniques you can use to create something very complex. So I will show you the thing I created for a while ago, and then we create one by ourselves, and it's going to be a little bit more simple than this one. So this was my first creation, and there is a hidden object that is blocking, and then I animate it to move away. So now the balls are going inside of this and then we have here this selector which is going to push those in different paths, and then we have here the winner. So the complexity of this is a little bit more complex than the one we are going to do. Basically we are going to model this part here, and then we are going to model this part and some ramp here or something like that. So it's not getting too long tutorial, but but this is just for you, so you can know that it's possible to do very complex looking simulations in Blender. Okay, so let's go to back in the project we are doing. So this is the lottery machine, and we started by creating the glass ball which you saw in the previous view, that previous scene. So let's create new UV here, and I'm going to leave those as the default values here, and then I will actually make this a little bit bigger. Okay, and then let's move it up something like this and here, and then let's go editing it, and let's go vertex selection mode, and let's Alt plus Shift plus right mouse button delete those, and then let's create a hole here. So delete vertices like that, and smooth shading is the way to go. And then I'm going to do here some sort of, I don't know, this kind of thing, and here also the same. So I hope you know the basics of Blender, because I'm going to move quite fast here. So here we have this, and then let's center the, actually this is a little bit problem. Actually I need to snap this back to the center point. So snap selection the cursors, and then we are going to create the rotating thing there. So let's add here a cylinder, and then let's scale it like this, and then rotate y-axis 90 degrees, and then let's scale it in x-axis, so it's kind of creating this ball truth of this whole thing. I think I make it a little bit thicker, so I scale it like that. And smooth setting. And then let's just, because we can, I'm going to add here some additional details. Let's select those and bevel, and then E to extrude and scale, Shift plus X. And I'm going to add here also bevel, and then scale x-axis like this, and then I'm going to delete faces. And let's hide this ball a little bit for a while, and then let's create faces there. And this is not supposed to be a physics object, it's just to show something. So let's unhide this, and this is going to be physics object. So we need to create now the physics object that are going to push the balls here inside of this system. So let's add here a circle. Actually, let's add here cylinder, and let's go to side view, numpad 1, and then let's make these settings a little bit different. So radius something like this is very good, and then depth to something very small, and it should not touch these walls here. It should be almost there, but not completely. So something like this, I guess, is very good, and a little bit more depth. And then let's press numpad slash, and I need actually only half of this, or only little of this. So let's select something like this and press G to join, and then here the same, and then in the bottom also the same. And now I can delete these, which I don't need. Control plus and delete faces. And then let's select these and create a face there and there. And I'm going to duplicate this. Actually, not yet. Let's start animating this. So let's go here, and then actually I need to duplicate it first. Duplicate and rotate X 90 degrees and apply rotation and scale. This is wrong. I need to rotate in Z axis 90 degrees also. And select those and see how this system is getting. I'm going to duplicate this, rotate X 90 degrees. So now it's kind of okay. And then I need to edit this a little bit because it seems that those are not touching this. So let's click this and cursor to selected, and let's add here cube. And let's make it smaller. Scale in Z axis and scale in something like this is very good. I'm just doing some random things. Let's go here, and then let's add this, and then let's add here something like this. Okay, and then let's spin this. Spin and delete this, and okay, and select everything and Ctrl plus N, and now it's okay. And let's join it to this one. And here smooth shading, and here let's select auto smooth. And I'm going to delete that one because I don't need it, and then I'm going to add here mirror modify. Where is it? Here, and that's it. It's very good. And now we need to animate this. So let's select those both and then press I and rotation. And then how long it should take to rotate this whole thing. Don't go too fast, because if you go very fast then you will end up to very bad problems. So you should animate this quite slowly. So let's like 1, 2, maybe 100 frames, and then go here, and then the direction is here, this x-axis, so here 316, and then I, and no it's not actually. Okay, I wanted to animate these also. So let's here press, actually here 0. Oh, I'm going to join these so it's easier. Okay, and now let's apply rotation and scale. Okay, and then let's press here I, and then let's go here to frame 100, and then here 316, and then I, and now it's rotating. And it's rotating only once because that's how we made it, but we will fix it. So let's drag here a little bit more space, and then let's go here in craft editor, and let's select the object, this one first, and if you don't see anything then press home key in your keyboard, and then let's select this X Euler rotation, and then let's use here key and then interpolation mode and linear. So now it's moving kind of, it's doing the linear motion, and let's select here and do the same, interpolation mode linear, and let's add here modifier and then cycles, and then repeat with offset. Okay, so now it's doing forever this same motion, as you can see here, even though the other objects are stopped. Okay, so we do of course the same here, modifier and then cycles and with offset. So now it's working, the machine, and smooth shading, and here auto smooth. And let's press numpad slash again so we can see here how it's working. It's working very nicely, I guess. And then let's select this one, and I'm going to add here solidify, modify. But let's select this one and then press Ctrl N and then make normals inside. And now the normals are pointing inside of this object, but when we have this solidify here, it's not visible. So let's go and change this setting so it's getting outside of this depth for this. Okay, good. And also I wanna add here material, so let's call this glass, and let's make the color here something like blue. This is not, by the way, a rendering tutorial, so I'm just doing very fastly some random materials. And then here let's reduce the alpha, so it's not transparent, but we can see the transparency here. And now I tell you why. So you go here and then this object selected, and there activate transparency. So now it's transparent. Good, maybe even more. Okay, very good. And then I select this object here. So let's select this one, and then let's create a new material, and let's call it blocker. and I'm going to use that same material also for all the objects that are blocking something. So this I guess is very good, and I'm using the same here. Okay. Very nice. And let's create here a physics simulation. By the way, this is some sort of book, because if we have transparency, we can see if the object is selected. I hope it's one day differently working, but no, it's like that. Okay, so here, let's make this a little bit smaller. So here we have this physics tab. So let's go here, and then let's add here passive. And then let's go here, and then we should have here mesh, which we have, and it's working now. And here let's add this. Now you think this is active object, but no, it's a passive object also. So we should have the passive, and then here we use animated. So let's test this. Let's add here some balls. So for example this icosphere, and let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's see the size of this hole and make it in the same size with this one. So it kind of fits there. I think this is very good now. So this, and then this is an active object, because it can be pushed with those other elements. And here Blender selects convex full, but I wanna have here sphere, because it's a sphere. So, and here no, it's working. So let's go to frame 0, and let's press Alt plus A to play this animation. And Blender does some very weird things. So now it's working there inside of this, and I don't know why it's kind of stopping the movement here. Let's make this a little bit smaller, so I guess, and apply rotation and scale. And let's see. Okay, now I guess it's working. And you will end up having some very crazy problems with these simulations, because it's very complex mathematical process to create this kind of physics simulations. So just forgive the box engine for not being the perfect. It just is trying its best, but it can't do everything. So just forgive it and try to work with it, even though it's not perfect. Let's create some sort of blocker there. So the balls there are rotating for a while, and then the blocker will open. And I think I need to delete this part here, because this would end up to having some problems with the blocker thing. So let's go in edge selection mode and select this ring here, and actually delete that ring. Okay, and then press Shift plus S and cursor to selected, and then let's add here a cube, and let's scale it in edit mode to a little bit smaller, and move it in the correct spot. Okay. I will also here add some sort of bevels, but you can do whatever blocker you want. This is just my design. So I have here this kind of thing, and then I'm going to scale it a little bit in x-axis, so it kind of covers this whole. . Okay, then a little bit beveling maybe here also. Okay, so this is the blogger and let's add smooth shading there. And then next thing to do is to add here physics for this object. So let's make this passive and let's add here also the blocker material and let's play now how this works. So we are shuffling this ball here. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this so it's kind of easier to see. I'm going to add a little bit more of those. Okay, so now we have the shuffler machine doing its job, and I guess it's working very nice. And I think actually, now when I think it is a little bit more, I can do it like this. So sorry about this. And then I select this edge ring here, and then I extrude it like this, and then I create a similar hole to this one, so it's kind of like this, and then Alt plus Shift plus S and create a circle from this. But now you see that it's not actually circular, so I have here this tool and equalize actually. Okay, I of course need to be an edge selection mode. So here equal edge length to average, and then Shift plus S again, and then let's do that again, and then Shift plus S, and then let's do it again. And now we have here this, and let's extrude it in Z axis like this. And let's move it in the correct spot. It can be even smaller, like this. By the way, this might be a plugin, so user preferences equal edge length, and this is a plugin. And I think I'm not sure if it's in Blender. So equal edge. So you install the file here, you first search it here, equalize edge length Blender, and then you go to this link, and then you go here and you find this link, and then you download it as a zip file like this. And now let's see how it creates this file. So in Blender you go user preferences, and then you install from file, and you have here this zip file, and you install it from this one, and then you save user preferences, and then you have that tool. Okay, it was very complex. I was using very much time for this, but yeah, so this is how you do it. And now let's fix this one. So we have here this, so let's press I, and then let's press location, and then actually how long we are going to rotate those things. Let's wait for a while. Maybe something like this. And then let's press I here, and then let's move somewhere like this, and then move down like this, and then again, and then move here. So now it's moving down, and then here. Cool. And you can design a mechanic for that movement if you want to. And then let's select this one, and let's go here and we click this animated. So now we can see how it's working. So first shuffling a little bit of those balls around. And then me see how it's working. Okay, it's working. And they have some problems to get out of that hole. Which is very good because I don't wanna make it too easy for them. Actually, some of them are not going ever. Okay, one. Go. And then we have the last one. Okay, it's working. It's very slow, but maybe if you make these holes a little bit bigger or those balls a little bit smaller, then you kind of make it different. But yeah. Now we have lots of stuff going on, which is very nice. And let's open the hatch, and then let's make those come out randomly. At least almost randomly. Yes, it's working. And then we need to create some sort of pipe which is going to collect all of those balls. So let's enter the cursor again and let's add here another plane, and then I make it like this. And I need one of these here as a reference. So it's going like this direction, and then this it is going to collect it, and then I can make it even smaller. So it needs to cover only the hole there. Like this, and then let's move it back down, and then transfer origin to geometry, and then this can go back. Okay, it's not going to back yet. So I need to think a little bit. Let's move this down. And then here, like this. And then let's bevel this one. No, I guess it's working. But it's a little bit too wide. I wanna make it so thick that only these can get inside. And I'm targeting this to be only the physics object, but I'm not going to render this object, so it can look as anything you want to. I mean, it doesn't matter what it looks like. I will create a grid here, and it's going to be the object we are going to render. Okay. Delete faces and delete that face also. And let's make this as passive. And let's play now. Okay, I forget. Rotate the normals. Okay, it's stuck. So scale in x-axis a little bit. Okay, let's see what happens there. This looks very stupid. Okay, now it started working. Okay, what is going on there? This is one of those problems you will end having when you are doing simulations. This is supposed to be there, and I'm going to add this inside of this, and then let's select these, only this side, and get scale x 0, and then the opposite, scale x 0, and let's play. Okay, it's opening, and first okay, where is it going? What happened there? Let's see again. It was bouncing in random places. Okay, that's not what we wanna do. But let's scale these, actually these all in x-axis like this. And let's see again. Now open the hatch. Okay, they are coming. And now it looks perfect. This is what I want to do. And let's fix that other problem there. So I select this and I move a little bit up. Scale Z0. Actually, I wanna make it like this. As said, this object is not going to be rendered, so I can even do it like this. Let's name it Physics Ramp. And then let's click this little button, so now it's not going to render. And this, let's name this now. And this I call logger. And this, what should I call this? I rotating wings, and let's call this axle. Axle or axle, I don't know. Okay, and then this is going to be the glass ball. And let's see how this looks like now. Looks very good. Let's select one of these, for example this one, and let's add here a color, and let's call it test. Actually, balls material, and let's make the something like red. So now we can see how this specific ball is going here. So it's this one. This was the first. Okay, why is somebody always calling me when I'm doing tutorials? I need to see this. Okay, now I'm answering to you. Okay, where we were at. Maybe I make this a little bit longer also, so we kind of have a position for all of those. So Let's wait those alt come out from the machine. Okay, this is very good length for this. And this was not rendering, yes, which is good. And I also make this red so I can see better. Let's drag and drop this color here. So where is this from? Okay, it's this one. Good, it looks very random. But as you can see, always when we play this, the end result is always the same. And you don't need to tell that your audience that you will always have the same result. Of course they will figure it out if you know, if they look the same animation in Blender multiple times. But you can change some settings if you wanna make different results. So for example, let's select this one here, and then let's go physics settings, and let's change this friction a little bit, so now there's a little bit less friction, and let's see now how it works. It should have different result. So those were two first at the just a little ago, so let's see how they are now. As you can see, okay, looks very crazy. I didn't expect that would happen. Let's make this a little bit wider. Scale in x-axis. And let's move these. I need to fix this because I really don't wanna make those exit the system. Okay, it looks very bad, but I don't care if it's working. Okay, let's see it again. Okay, this was still the first, but now the result is still completely different, as you can see. No, please don't exit. Where was it going? This one. And what was it doing? Okay, I need to make this wider. This has to be bulletproof. And I will make also face here. Like this. Okay, now I believe it's going to be perfect. Okay, open the hatch. And then we have again different result. Always if you change anything in the scene, it will have different results. Let's try even more crazy thing. If we edit this like this, and then this is fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, actually fifth, and then let's play again, and let's see if this changes it. There is no logic if it changes it, but there is some random Blender logic behind of it. As you can see, we changed only that one, that little vertex there, and now the result is completely different. And there is no any sense in that reason, because nothing there was making changes here. At least not supposed to be. But if you change anything, Blender will find another seed for the simulation, and then it will create different results. As you can see, now it's doing the same again because we didn't change anything. And that's kind of cool. Now we can create new random things always. And let's fix that again. So scale y 0. And then I wanna make this friction a little bit back. Like this, and maybe this glass has almost non-friction. Okay. And let's see. This is, by the way, very funny modeling. Doing things like this is very... I really enjoy doing this. It makes me happy. Okay. Okay, so now it's working. Very good. And I'm happy. I think it's not getting any more things or jumping out from this system. So now I need to model the grid for those, and I'm going to select this one here, and then let's go face selection mode and duplicate this, and then press B to separate it. And we also wanna remove the physics from that object. And then let's go here in... Actually, let's make a material for this, and it's not anymore glass, it's going to be blocker. Like this. And then let's think a little bit. Let's apply this. Let's make it a little bit thicker first. Something like this. And then let's apply this modify. So we have here this. And then I actually wanna use the mirror modifier. So I'm going to delete here faces. Like this, and then press L to select this one and delete that. Good, and then let's add here mirror modifier and clipping. Very good. Then let's select this. Actually, this I think is very good. And Shift plus S and cursor to select it, and let's add the cylinder, and let's make the radius very small because it's the grid. And let's scale it also. And now I need to kind of follow this edge here with this new grid like this. I think this might work. And let's hide this one. And let's see how the Blender fixes this one. I mean, figures this out. Okay, so let's make Control plus here, and let's go to some frame where those are here, and then let's move here closer. Also, I wanna move these, rotate in Z axis and move like this. Control plus, also move so they are kind of touching those. little bit modeling and then bevel this. Actually I wanna use here present, so bevel again and make it good. And then here I am going to use the width because and let's see. So here we should have these little bit up. So let's move. And those are a little bit overlapping here, maybe in some places because this is not the physics object, but I think it's okay if it's not too obvious. Let's enable here the smooth setting and let's play the animation again. Here we go. Here we go. In this part it seems like, yeah, I need to move this a little bit closer. Because in real life it would kind of just drop there. Okay, please. Yes. I'm going to add here one segment. Then let's move these. Let's add here also bevel. Let's wait it to open the hatch. This is very much waiting there. But yeah, we are getting results. I will add also here another grid like this. So I just duplicate this one and then move down. And back. And then I need to edit it. So let's deselect those and then move here, and then I just need to fix everything. Rotate in y-axis. Actually this would be very much easier with the paths with with Bezier curves. But no, we are doing it like this. At least I am doing. Hope you understand to use the curves there. And then I need to delete this one. Delete edges. Because they are overlapping that theme here. Also I need to edit that later, but let's see. So it's there, and it's not touching that one, which is very good. And let's select here. Something like this. And then let's go. And I need to move this a little bit up. So let's select it and move here. So now the grid is very good. Expect here. So let's select this one here and move there. And let's see how it looks like now. I need to move like this, and then I'm going to move this up, rotating x-axis like this. Okay, now it looks realistic. Which is very cool. And then I need to move these. I don't know, something like this here, so they are connecting this one. Okay, looks good. Now I also wanna join these together, so let's go to some other view, and this is okay. Actually, it's, Control push 1, and then move this here, and then numpad period, so we can center the camera. Then let's select these two, and then press X and delete faces. And now let's select again those both, and then bridge edge loops. And now we can add bevels again. Let's use the present. Very slow. Looking pretty decent, I guess. So is everything working? I think I need to remove a little bit of these play animations, because this tutorial is actually very long, and we are still doing stuff like that. But yeah, let's now create some sort of grid for this, and it's not going to be I mean, this physics tutorial maybe it was this, but now we need to model something around this. So this is not a physics object, so I'm going to move it like this, and then I need to center the cursor here, and let's add here, for example, cube, and then scale it in x-axis, so maybe a little bit wider, and then let's move this here and down and scale in y-axis, I guess. Is this okay? Maybe this is on the table, so it don't need to be so taking long. And I need to move it a little bit because I wanna use the mirror modifier. So let's add here mirror, and then let's move it back and move this here. And now let's center it. Okay. And now let's create something here. Cursor to selected, and let's add here a cube, and then scale in y-axis. And I wanna use here some other material, so let's create new and let's call it plastic, and viewport color red. And also I wanna create here some bevels, so bevel, and then here width and undo, and then let's do it again. Smooth setting, and let's go here and auto smooth. And select this one, and let's add here maybe the blocker material, which I think is steel or something like that. And it's still working, which is very nice. I can even model this object even when it's doing this animation, which is very nice. So I'm going to add here bevels also. And here. And here bevels are very cool. Also, let's pause this render animation for a while. I'm going to select this here and duplicate it, and then P to separate, and then select again, and then let's add here the blocker material, and let's scale it a little bit bigger. And then let's remove the physics from that. Remove. And now I am going to change a little bit the thickness. That looks very good. So yeah, I think I need to look some reference images, so I can add another details there. So let's pause the recording for a while. Oh, I almost forgot, we need to create a material also for those spheres, so I'm going to select everything except one of those red things, and then let's move this, and then let's go with numpad slash, and then edit mode, and then let's select something like this and set the top view, and then this also, and then Ctrl plus E and mark seam, and let's select this one here and deselect those, and then mark seam, and now let's press U to unwrap. And if we go now here UV image editor and go edit mode, you see that we have here these, which is very nice. And then let's move this here in this same spot with this one. Okay, good. And let's create new, and let's make it bigger. Multiply this with 2 and this with 2 also, and let's call this ball material, and let's make the color just, I don't know, white, and okay. And then we click these UVs and then export UV layout, and Lotto machine is not wrong. It's not. I'm going to call this ball material. I don't know one, and then export UV layout, and then I'm going to Affinity Photo, and we need the image here. So let's go here and then Lotto, and then here. And you can do this in GIMP also. There is nothing very special we are going to do here. So let's create here one layer which is going to be completely white. So let's fill this with white like this one, and then let's create a new layer here, and let's use the brush tool, and let's make the hardness to 100%. And now we need to create some colors here. Actually, we don't even need that one. So what colors do you wanna have there? I wanna have at least one red here, and then something like this. And I wanna have 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, what else? Pink. 5, and let's make this bigger because we can. And then let's create 5 more. So maybe something like this. And I make this brush a little bit bigger also because so something like this. 6, which is good colors. We are losing. Oh, black or dark green actually, and then 8, and then of course white, and then last one, which is going to be I need more colors. Maybe orange. Okay, it's not orange. Okay. Okay, here we have all the colors for those. And then we need the numbers, of course. So let's create a text here with text 1, and let's make it bigger. Also some better font will do. So I will find some cool fonts for those. Impact looks very nice. So let's change the size a little bit smaller. And then let's just duplicate these. We need 5 of these in this level. So let's add 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I don't like this impact font. Can I change? I don't know about the affinity font. I'm just deleting this. Let's find Open Sans, my favorite. Oh, Open Sans here, and then extra bold. Okay, this works very good with me. And something like this, and then duplicate 3, 4, 5, and then here text. Okay, this is getting very okay. And then let's duplicate all of these 5. So now we have 10 of these. And this is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. And let's export this. Export JPEG. Then like this, and then let's go back to Blender. So let's open here the image we just created, and where did I save it? This is my old file. Export. It should be the... Oh, it's in the pencils folder. Lotto. And then save it as JPEG. And let's go back to Blender. And let's open the file, which is this one. And now, let's select this one by pressing L, and the first is going to be red. And now we can go here in texture mode, edit mode, and then let's select this one and move this here. And we need to change the material a little bit because those textures are not showing there. So F3, Shift plus F3, and then material, and then let's add here image texture and connect this here, and then use here this one. So now we have the texture there very nicely. Maybe I edited it a little bit. So move this so it's in the center, and then I just duplicate this one and move it here, this one, and then this coloring here, and then duplicate again. This is, by the way, the similar way you do billiard balls. Actually, it's in English pool, I think. Pool, whatever, but it's in English pool. In Finnish we call that game billiards. So move around. This is very repeating. At least we don't have like 10 of these. It will get very boring. Ah, we have 10 of these. That's very sad. It's getting very boring. Happy that we don't have like 15 of these. Actually, this gray material is very stupid. I mean this white material. I'm going to change it to gray. So let's go here and let's paint here with how do I go to gray? Let's copy this one. I don't like the color selector of this affinity photo very much. Okay, now we have here. So let's export again. And oversave this one. And then let's go Blender. And here we need to press this button. Okay, it's better now. And let's duplicate it and continue this. Eight ball is of course black. Then we have the 0. Okay, very nice. And then let's press numpad slash again. And here we need to select these again. Actually it's easier like this. Top view and then move them so they're kind of getting inside of that. And try to avoid overlapping because it would get you in trouble. So we have here let's see. Yeah, overlapping is not good. It's not cool. We wanna make them drop straight down. Okay. Who was that? So let's select it, and it was this one. Let's move it a little bit there. Okay, now we have another problem. Move it up. Okay, now they are all getting there. And who is that? This is nobody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What? I have Alcoros, them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So let's see who will win now. I'm guessing number 8, of course. This has to be number 8. Last one. Okay, let's pause and let's render. Okay, I lost. Number 8 was the second one. I shouldn't say it number 3. But yeah, that those who play don't need to be afraid because you might lose also. Okay, let's add here glass material and connect this here. So now this is made of glass, which is okay, and I wanna have a little bit blue tint there, but only slightly. Also a little bit roundness, but only just very small amount of it. By the way, isn't that a little bit too long, this grid? I can't remember why I made it this long. Let's unhide this one. And let's fix it. So we can move it this much to this direction, so something like this. And then let's fix this one. So now we have it. And let's hide this again. I think it's better like that. Yes, and then let's create a material for that one. And this is the blocker material, so I'm going to create something like steel, but or metal or whatever. So let's add here glossy PSDF and mix those together, and then let's add here Fresnel and connect it there, and then here I put 2.5. Let's see. By the way, where is my light source? Do I even have a light source here? Let's add here sun. And we start having noise here. That's just how things work. Let's make this a little bit bigger. And a little bit more strength also. Also I wanna change this material here, so let's add here glossy PSDF, and then let's mix those together, and then let's add Fresnel and connect this here, and let's see how it looks like now. Also I reduce a little bit the roundness of this. I think it's very okay. And then this red plastic material, so I also add here glossy. And you can go more detailed and use whatever material you wanna use, but I'm going to finish this tutorial now very fast. So that's why we are not going to design very decent materials here. At least not for this video. You can download this file and see if I did something more specific to this, but I just can't do everything for this video because it's already been very long video. So that's why I just try to have it fast done. This I wanna fix here, so I select this here, and then let's move it down and then rotate in y-axis and move this also down a little bit. So here, and then extrude and rotate in y-axis, extrude again, rotate in y-axis, extrude, rotate in y-axis, and extrude again, rotate in y-axis, like this, and now we have space for that. Let's see. Okay, I need to move these a little bit up also. Like this. And then let's fix that one. Edge slide. And edge slide this one also. We need here support, and let's move this again. Edge slide again. And edge slide. Rotate in Y. And no, it's not anymore touching that my other object, which is very nice. And I actually maybe, okay, I'm moving it there. And here let's fix this one. Edge slide and bevel this one and this one, and here also beveling. So now it's working again, kind of. Of course there is not any mechanism for this. It just moves randomly. So let's see how this animation looks like now. Okay, there is no reason to watch this. I just like watching this. It's very funny looking thing. So now you can render this animation if you want to. And you can also model more details there if you want to. I think I'm going to leave this like this now. Okay, let's create an animation again for this. Sorry about this confusion. I added also a plane here, and I added here very simple material for it. So there is a transparent and diffuse, and then let's make some color for the diffuse. So now there is this kind of transparent circular area, and I'm doing it by adding here color ramp, and then with that gradient texture which is from the object coordinates, I mix those diffuse and transparent colors materials together, so I get this very cool looking circular floor. And then let's enter the cursor, and now we don't have camera here, so let's add here a camera, and let's press Alt plus Control plus 0 to move the camera here, and let's go to something like this. And now if we render, we see that it's not moving, of course, because we don't have anything to move it. So let's add here also an empty and some maybe sphere, and let's make it bigger. And now let's parent this camera to the sphere. Set parent to object, and now if we rotate this sphere, the camera is rotating with it, which is very nice. So now we can add here some camera animation, and we do it by rotating this sphere. So let's add location, and then how long this animation is. 700 frames. So let's just actually let's think again. Let's go to frame 200 maybe, and then let's add here 316. Oh, sorry. Rotation 316. Here 0 I, and then here 316 and then press I again. So now it's rotating quite slowly. Actually not very slowly. It will be slower, to be honest. Let's pause the rendering, the animation, and then let's go here dope sheet and let's find this empty. We can actually delete this one. Okay, Euler jet rotation, and let's select that frame and then let's move it somewhere like this and let's go again. So now it's rotating very slowly. But I don't like, because I wanna see this movement also. So I make it even slower. So now when this opens, we are like here. Maybe we should be there. So no, let's see again. But by the way, let's go here in graph editor and let's press home and actually this and then home, and then let's here select key and then interpolation mode linear. What? This and this Z and key interpolation mode linear. Why it's not doing anything? Select everything, key interpolation mode linear. Okay, and then let's add the cycles modifier and let's add this offset thing. Yeah. So now it's opening this, I guess. Yes, it's opening and those are dropping out. And the last one is coming now. Cool. Very nice. And now, because we have here this, let's go here and then let's move this. Wait a minute. I wanna change the center of this. So let's add here location keyframe, and then let's move this down and here. So now we are rotating around this, and then let's press I location. So now we should see a little bit better of those when they are in this grid. No, let's add some keyframes also to this one. So let's add here in frame 0 location and rotation, and then now we have the possibility to change a little bit. So let's see this one. So for example here I am like here, and then I lock rot, I lock rot this one. So now we are moving. Or are we? Yes. And here we need to also change something. So when we are here, let's add here I logrot, and then here let's move closer. To something like this, and logrot, and let's see how it looks like now. Let's press home key again. Play. Here I wanna be more like this position, location. And a little bit up. Something like this, I guess, is very good. And let's see again. Okay, what is going on? I can actually animate this better with this. So let's add here. Let's go to 0. Actually, there. And then let's add here I, and then scaling, and then here let's scale it. And let's move it in this spot. Scaling and then location. I guess this might fix it. I'm not very much professional animating of this, so this might look horrible to someone who is like doing animations very much, but yeah, I just try to do my best. So here, and now we are moving in, and here, that was the most important thing. Because here we can see all of those. Maybe let's add here this kind of, so they're like in the center. Then location. Okay, let's see how it looks like now. Okay, looks bad. We have now too much of those. So let's delete that one. Is this location? Set location, yes. So delete that one. And there is still some randomness. X location, delete that one. And Y location, Y location. And no, there is not that snap anymore. And this is just waste, we don't need that animation anymore. It's clear to everyone which was the winning ball here, I think. I hope at least. But yeah, you can render this out if you want to. And you render it out, you go here and then click this button. But with this you select the folder where you are going to save the frames. And you should save, render it out, I think, as an EMG sequence. But you can also select here format something like AVI. Or this is very good also. But I'm going to save it as a PNG sequence. And let's go here in timeline. And let's see. Now we have here 7000 frames. And of course we don't wanna have that many frames there. So let's go to frame where we wanna stop this animation. I wanna stop it there. And this frame is 740, or maybe few frames more, something like this. And then let's copy this and then paste it there. So now we don't have anything we don't wanna have there. So let's just export it as an animation, and maybe let's add there also sky texture. Okay, not. I think this metal material is a little bit... Okay, I wanna reduce the... so it kind of reflecting more. Less diffused material. Do we have the same problem here? Yes. Okay, I think it looks better. I also wanna add here, I'm going to duplicate this light source and I'm going to make it an area lamp. And let's make it big. And let's go here and let's see. So now we are adding some reflections there. Which material is there? I should have there this. Okay, now it looks good. There is actually a problem because now if we go here, it seems that Blender don't start the animation from the beginning. The physics simulation is a little bit broken now. So let's go here and in these settings, and then let's find here this same end, 759. And now let's go here and let's play it. So now it resets the animation. What is going on? Why it's not doing start 0? Those are in the wrong position. I need to fix this. Okay, I don't know what I did, but now they seem to be inside of that thing already, and it's of course wrong. So I just select all of those. I hide this one and this one, and then let's select these and relocate them again. And also, yeah, I have here this wrong tool activated. So let's move them here. But you might have, when you close this file and then you open it again, you might have this kind of problems there. So you just need to find a way to fix those. And hide this one. And then let's play it. Okay, wrong. This one. Okay, now it's again fixed. And let's just mess around with those and let's wait that it creates everything, and then we can render it out. And because there is so many frames, I'm going to also reduce a little bit the render time by adding only few of the samples. By the way, now the animation is longer than what it was before, because now we have different simulation. Let's wait. Let's go here and let's add a few more samples. That's why you should bake these dynamics. Maybe. If you wanna have the exact same animation, or if you wanna render it out with different computers. By the way, now I need to also add here more frames. So, oh, this is wrong. I wanted to add them here. So here something like, okay. And let's see again. Please go now. Let's move something. I actually make this a little bit faster by adding them here inside of this system. This is kind of cheating, but you know, I wanna finish this animation. So now they are there, and then let's play. And let's open the hatch. And here we go. Last one. And we are now here. That's good. So we can end this animation even faster. And now I reduce the sampling. Let's see how much there is noise. If we render this out with 3 samples, it's not enough. Maybe 15 samples if okay. So with 15 samples, and then let's clamp a little bit here. And then let's add here something like 3, I guess. So we clamp these lights and then light paths, and let's reduce bounces. Let's see what 5 does. It's working very well with 5. And okay, I think this is going to end up having problems. Yes, so we need to have those. And filter glossy, let's add there something like 3. And now I'm going to render this animation out. And that's it. This was the tutorial, so thanks you for watching and see you next time.